Welcome back to this week's episode of Dirt Life Detecting. On this episode, we're going to be digging an elementary school where the school was built in the 90s, but this part of the school, this part of the playground, goes back to probably the 1800s for sure. And over in there on historic aerials, I saw that there was a building that went back at least to the early 1900s. So let's get started, see what we find. Well, this was not deep at all, right behind the backstop, but look at that. It's a wheat penny. Let's see if we can get a year on it. Probably a newer one, I would guess. I'm not seeing a date just yet. Let me get it cleaned up. Yeah, it's a newer wheat penny there. Don't know whether you can see it or not, but 1950 on the date. So, all right, let's keep going. Well, there you go. Usually a 14 is a pull tab on my Equinox 600, but when it's not, it's an earring. Unfortunately, I don't think this one is silver. Let's keep going. And a 16 on the Equinox 600 is another earring. I see some copper shining through there, so I don't think that's silver either. Now this is kind of cool. It was ringing up a 1920-21. I figured I was digging a zinc penny. AAA patrol service, so that'll give me something to look up, see if I can find some more information on it. If I can, you'll see that information right here on Dirt Life Detecting. Well, this is hard ground. Things are not going deep in this ground. This was ringing up a 10, 11, 12. And this definitely looks like an older style ring here. That's odd. Look at that. Interesting. Let me get you brought in here a little more on that. Wow. Certainly nothing precious, I don't believe. But definitely an older style ring. All right, let's keep going. Well, this was a very wonky 11-12 on my Equinox 600, and there it lay, just how it came out. It's a chain. I don't know whether it's silver or not yet. It could certainly be silver, ringing in those numbers there. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. And I just busted it. Oh my goodness. Just a second, let me get it out. Well, there's the rest of it. It was already busted, which was why it was laying there. I'll have to test it when I get it home. There's the rest of what I was able to find. All I've got to say is I certainly don't see any rust. I don't see anything showing through, so I think this has a chance, but I will use my kit. We will test it when we get home. Let's keep going. All right, this is why I love the Equinox 600 so well. Underneath of this plug right here was a plug that I just dug a Jefferson nickel out of that was 2 inches deep. This was 3 inches deep, and this was a solid 15 on the Equinox 600. It's an old button. All right, are those dancing cobras on there? Fascinating, all right? Yep. All right, not old compared to East Coast buttons, but old for the Midwest. Here on Dirt Life Detecting. Gotta love it. All right, here's a teeny little pendant with a diamond in the center of it. Let's keep going here on Dirt Life Detecting. Well, this was ringing up a 1920. I thought maybe it was a zinc penny, but it is kind of a piece of a button or something. As you can see, it does have some design on the outside. If I could get it to I can't get my phone to zoom in, so there you go. Let's keep going. All right, my wife is out here enjoying the weather with me, sitting over on a bench, on a park bench, and I said to her, if this is ever going to be silver, this is the signal. It's a little higher than a copper penny. Sure enough, there it is. What have we got here? Is it a Rosie or a Merc? I can't tell for sure. Let me get it cleaned up. All right, it's a newer Mercury dime, but 1944 Mercury dime. S mint mark. Oop, can you see that? S mint mark right there. So silver in the hole here at Dirt Life Detecting. What do we say? Gotta love it. I would have never known this, but my wife says that it's a hair barrette. So, all right, we'll keep going. That was ringing up in 18, 19, 20, 21. It was just under the surface. All right, we got us another ring just right under the surface. This was ringing up a 910 on my Equinox 600, but I'm gonna guess by the look of it that it's pot metal. It's not precious metal, unfortunately. Yeah, look at that. Maybe is that like a Superman ring? I see an S on there. Yeah. Oh well. A ring is a ring is a ring. Happy to have it. Oh yeah, I just figured out. That's not an S for Superman. That's an S for dollars, isn't it? What do you think? All right, ringing up a solid 14 on my Equinox 600. There you go. It's an earring. Might be silver. The diamond in it sure sparkles. I'll look at it better when I get home. Let you know. All right, got me a wheat penny here. Unfortunately, I've done more than I care to do to it here in the field, and I cannot get a date off of it. So, don't know whether you can tell. I could tell that it was a wheatie. I saw the wheats on the side there. All right, yep, I see the 1 cent coming through too. So, all right, let's keep going. This was ringing up an 18 on my Equinox 600. It is a pin of some sort. I don't know, animal. I was going to say fish, but it looks like there's frog legs there. I do see like a double cross right there. So, all right, happy to have it. Well, we got us a portion of a ring. Anyways, it looks like it's going to be a little heart ring. Not precious at all, ringing up an 1112 on the Equinox 600. Let's keep going. All right, ringing up a solid 11. There it is, a little heart pendant, double heart pendant. Looks like there was supposed to be a stone on that second heart, but it is missing. All right, let's keep going. All right, got ourselves another wheat penny here. This one's going to be a 1941 Philadelphia mint mark. Let's keep going. All right, this was ringing up a 1920-21, just like a zinc penny. It was ringing up deep, or showing deeper, probably because it's tiny. But as you can see, it's a little pin. Doesn't have the pin back on it anymore, but it has a star on there. Probably, and I think I see red on the outside, so red, white, and blue. Go USA, here at Dirt Life Detecting. Well, I can just tell that that is 1 cent. It's a wheat penny, but unfortunately on this side it's so toasty. You might be able to see something, but I can't see anything here out in the field. I'm gonna have to get it home, get it cleaned up. I'll let you know if it's anything decent or old. This was really difficult to get out. It was in that hole there, and way down at the bottom it was up against that piece of concrete. And sorry, I got my shadow in there. Sorry about that. I think this is an Indian, but I am having difficulty getting it cleaned up enough to see it. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Do you see anything that suggests Indian on there? I am going to have to get it home and get it cleaned up, and I'll let you know. All right, I do believe we have ourselves a ring. It was ringing up at 22, 23. It could be silver at those numbers. What is it? Well, I tell you what, it could be silver. If it is, it's an older one. Oops, sorry, got to get it in the... It's definitely a kid's ring, because yeah, I don't think it's silver at all. All right, let me get it cleaned up better. All right, we got another wheat penny. I can't tell the date. My wife's here with me. She took a look at it. She says she thinks it's a 1944, because who doesn't need another 1944 wheat penny? If you don't know already, I think that's the year that they made the most wheat pennies. I think they made as many wheat pennies in 44 as they made all of the rest of the years combined. All right, ringing up a solid 19 on the Equinox 600 is a star upon a star. I do not believe that this is silver. There are no markings on it, but we'll test it when we get home. My wife says this is the farm girl in her coming out as I'm metal detecting. I don't know about you, but I think it's an illness.